The character, the persona, will never be free. But you, yes. The character, the persona, will never be at peace. But you, yes. The character, the persona, will never find unconditional love. But you already know. Wherever you may think you went from life, what you actually want is freedom, happiness, wholeness, love, peace, wisdom. Everyone you know is looking for this. Everyone. People at your work, friends, family. Everyone is looking for completeness, fulfillment, freedom from suffering. It's just that they think it's in things, in relationships, money, adventure, perfect physical body. That's where they think happiness is, status, fame, power. But your presence here clearly shows that you know it's not on those things. So everyone is looking for the same thing. It's just that they are doing it unconsciously and you are doing it consciously. And true spirituality is this conscious pursuit of wholeness and happiness and freedom. This could be called non-dual spirituality because what it looks for is to dismantle the delusion of separation. We are not trying to refine your ego because I was blessed to be able to meet people from all over the world. I can tell you, everyone is looking for this, the same. It's the same. Lots of spiritual teachings can be useful, of course, but you have to awaken something called discernment to be able to distinguish between that which is conducive for freedom and that which is not. In this process, everything that is false in you will fall away. All delusions will be exposed and ignorance will start to burn. Burn because you will no longer be able to tolerate it. Of course, it's challenging. This is the human life we are talking about. But if you realize your wings, you'll be able to fly way above any mountain. Have you found your wings yet? Or are you still a bird in the nest? I would say if you're here, definitely your wings are there, even if you don't know. Now the question is if you know how to use them to fly, or if you keep bumping against the wall and the mountains and the hills. So I'll teach you the most fundamental thing right now. Everything human beings do since they wake up is to pay attention to seemingly external things outside of ourselves. external things include perceptions, such as visual things and sounds, but also thoughts and emotions. So if we rest, let's say for 8 hours, and there's 16 hours left, which are all spent on objectification, paying attention to objects. Now imagine that you read a book or see a video, spiritual one, because you found out that happiness and freedom is not in things. So you want to find something alternative. And you find teachings with mantras, visualizations, anything of that type of nature. Or, for example, concentration on chakras, any of those spiritual teachings which have their value, of course. You would expect, oh, I'm making progress. I'm practicing and meditating every day. And you can even feel some change, of course. But without knowing, you are reinforcing separation, duality, because you're still paying attention to external stuff. You're using the mind as the intermediary to pay attention to whatever it is that that spiritual practice entails. And then a subtle spiritual identity is created. There may be even a sense of pride or accomplishment. You may even become a teacher, inadvertently propagating teachings which are not conducive for freedom, despite the best intentions, of course. Not anymore. That's why it's so important to recognize your presence of being the subject of experience, that which knows objects, your own awareness.